Hi guys, so today's video is going to be my beauty favorites for 2013. I'm a little bit late filming this video, but this is the first time that I've had a little bit of time to get it done, so we're just going to jump right in and I'm going to tell you guys what I loved last year. See, that's hard to remember. And my two favorite, I guess higher end, more expensive primers are the Benefit POREfessional and the Smashbox Photo Finish. The Smashbox Photo Finish, I've loved this primer forever. It's just, I don't know, it was the first one I ever used and I'm just like loyal to it, I guess. I just love it. And then the Benefit POREfessional I really like because it minimizes pores, and I have big pores like in this area, so this really helps me with that. And then on days when I was wearing more like drugstore looks, I like to use this L'Oreal BB cream as a primer, and it comes out like, can I get it out? It comes out clear like that, and then when you put it on your skin, it like turns to your skin color. So I just really liked that when I was doing like just drugstore makeup looks. The next thing I'm going to talk about is foundations, and I have 4 of them. 2 are higher end and 2 are drugstore. So my drugstore favorites are this L'Oreal True Match, just the original L'Oreal True Match, and mine's in the color Cool, Creamy Natural C3. And then this Revlon Color Stay Whipped in the shade 150 Buff. And these both provide really great coverage. The Revlon Color Stay is a little bit more full coverage, and it's like a mousse, but here, it looks like that. You can see I've used a ton of it, but I just love these for drugstore foundations. I've tried the L'Oreal, the True Match Lumi, but I really just like the original True Match better. And then my higher end foundations, I love this Makeup Forever HD foundation, and then this Tarte Amazonian Clay 12 Hour. Oh, I love this foundation. This is kind of like a moussey type foundation too, but I love it. Like, better than any foundation I've ever used. It truly lasts a long time and the coverage is awesome. And the Makeup Forever one, this kind of replaced my MAC foundations for me. I feel like I get almost like the same amount of coverage as like the MAC Studio Fix, but I just get a better color match in this Makeup Forever. MAC, I don't know why, I just can't, even when I get matched, it's like it's just too dark. Like none of their colors just ever seem to work out right for me, so those are my favorite foundations. Next is concealer, and I only have 3 things. I don't have a more budget-friendly concealer because I use this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer like nobody's business. This is the best concealer ever in the entire world. I love it so much. Mine is in the shade NW20, and as you can see, I've used so much of it, but I'm just in love with this. Like, there's no reason for me to even try to find another concealer because this is perfect. It gives such great coverage. It doesn't settle into your lines. It lasts a long time. It's just perfect. Like, I should be the spokesperson for that concealer because I love it so much. And then I have 2 of these like highlighter pens. One is the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose, and I like to use that just to like highlight underneath the eyes. And the same thing with this one. It's the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. And I use this for the same thing. I really like highlighting under the eyes with one of these, and this MAC one is my favorite out of all of them that I have, but the L'Oreal Magic Lumi is good if you're on a budget and you still want to do something like that in your foundation routine. Okay, so the next thing I have is powder, and again, I only have one powder. It's the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NW20, and this is really all I've used all year. I guess I just haven't switched it up because this works for me. I don't use a ton of powder, but I don't know, this one just has always worked for me, and I really like this one, so why fix it if it ain't broke, right? The next thing I have are blushes, and I have 4 blushes. The first 2 are more budget friendly, and one is this NYX Mosaic powder in the color Dare, and obviously you can see that it doesn't look mosaic. I got this in an Ipsy bag and it was broken, so I did the rubbing alcohol and packed it back in so I could still use it. And it just looks like that, if you can see that. It's just a gorgeous, glowy, peachy kind of shade, and I just really love that. And then the other one is another NYX blush, and the color is Peach. This thing is like beat. I use it so much. And out of all the NYX blushes, this one is by far my favorite. It's just kind of like a pinky peach type color, and let me see if I can get a good swatch of it. It just looks like that, and it's just gorgeous. I love it so much. My other 2 blushes are, this first one is from Tarte, and it's one of the Amazonian Clay 12 Hours, and the color is Exposed, and it looks like that. It almost looks like it would be more of a bronzer, but it's definitely a blush, and it's so, so pretty. I love these blushes. You can't really see it on my finger. It's more of like a natural looking shade, but it's just gorgeous on the skin. And then my last blush is the Benefit Havana blush, and it looks like that. And not only is this blush like gorgeous when you put it on, but it smells so good. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but this blush smells like fancy to me, and I love it. So awesome. Next I will do bronzers, and I have one like drugstore one and two higher end ones. So the drugstore one is this NYC bronzer in the color Sunny, and it looks like that. And I'm actually wearing that in my contour today. It's just a nice matte bronzer, and I mean, these are cheap. They're like $2 or $3, so if you're looking for a bronzer and you're on a budget, I definitely recommend this one. It's awesome. It works great. It lasts all day. So yeah, I love that one. And then, of course, there is my Hoola bronzer. I use this all the time. I was hesitant to get this for a long time. I thought it looked too light, which, I mean, I'm pretty pale, so I don't know why I thought that, but I don't know, it looks a lot better and darker on your skin, but it just looks like that. It's just a really pretty matte bronzer, and if you're hesitant because you think it looks too light for your skin, unless you have super, super dark skin, I would say give it a go. It really is such a pretty bronzer, and I don't think you'll regret it if you pick it up. And then my last bronzer is this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. And this is the medium deep matte bronzer. And I haven't had this as long. It looks like that. This thing smells like chocolate, first of all, which is amazing in and of itself. Like, it smells so good. But the color of it is excellent. It's nice and deep, and it's gorgeous. I love this. I've been using it like non-stop since I got it, so I definitely recommend the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Next is highlighters, and I just have two highlighters. The first one is a budget-friendly one, and this is the Hard Candy. It's called a baked bronzer. This is not a bronzer. It would never work as a bronzer. This is a highlighter. And it looks like that. And let me see here. Swatched, it looks like that. So it's just a nice, golden, gorgeous, I almost said bronze. A nice golden, gorgeous highlighter, and if you're on a budget, this is great. You can get this at Walmart. I don't think you can get Hard Candy anywhere else. I could be wrong, but that's the only place I've ever seen it. And then my other one is this Smashbox highlighter in the color Shimmer. I don't like that this has a twist off lid. That's my only complaint. This is gorgeous. This is the most gorgeous, universally flattering highlighter. Like, it's not too pink, it's not too golden. It's just a perfect universal highlighter color. It looks just like that. I mean, it's gorgeous. I love this stuff. Once again, this is a product I haven't had too long, but I've used it non-stop since I've had it. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is brows. And I guess I'll start with brow pencils. I have a few that I use. The first one is this MAC pencil in the color Deep Dark Brunette. And this is usually my go-to. I love this brow pencil. I don't know, it just glides on really smooth. The color is perfect for me. And I don't know, it's just easy to use and I really like it. The other ones that I have that I'm kind of new to are these Anastasia Brow Wiz pencils, and mine are in the color Soft Brown and Ash Blonde. And I got them in these colors because I recently dyed my hair a little bit lighter, so I needed some lighter brow pencils so that my brows didn't look like super weird with my hair color. So I really like these. I like that they're just a twist up pencil and not one that you have to sharpen. And he just looks like that. And then they have a spoolie too at the other end, which is great to comb your brows out. So I really like these. They are great brow pencils and I will probably repurchase. Under the brow highlighter, I got this in an Ipsy bag, I think. It is the Shella Ivory Lace highlighter. I use this every day. There's not a different one that I use. I just really like this. The color is great. It really cleans up the line. I never heard of this brand before. I don't even know where to get it, but I really, really like this pencil and I really recommend this for an under the brow highlight slash clean up your brow area. And then lastly for brows, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is the best brow gel ever. The only other brow gels I use are the Benefit Gimme Brow ones, and I like these, but your brows won't move with this. Like, this is perfect. It is the best brow gel on the market, hands down. Next, really quickly, is eyeshadow primer. This is the only one I ever use. It's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I have like 5 of these. My favorite, the only ones I ever use. Except sometimes I guess I do use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but I don't know. My shadow doesn't wear as well with that as it does with this stuff, so I love this. Next is eyeshadows, and first for more budget-friendly eyeshadows, the only, I guess, drugstore brand shadows I use are the NYX ones, and this NYX Love in Paris is my favorite palette of theirs. It has some nice matte colors and shimmers, so you can get, you can get a full look out of this. That's all I have on my eyes today. And the colors are really pigmented and a great quality for the price you're paying. I think these are $10 or under maybe, and they're awesome. Higher end eyeshadows. This Naked Basics palette has like owned my life all year. I've used it so much. I'm actually surprised I haven't hit pan on any of these shades, but I use this all the time. This is the perfect palette for just an everyday neutral type look. Like if you're going to like a job interview or just everyday makeup for work, this palette's perfect. I think it's 30 bucks at Ulta, but it is worth every single penny. Like, even if you're a person that doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, this is probably like the best thing for you because you can get such a natural look with this. And then I also have this Pika Bright Eyes from Benefit. And this just has 3 shadows and then like a primer, I guess, for your eyes. And I can get a whole look out of just these 3 shadows. Like, this is gorgeous. I love it so much. It's perfect. So another one, and I put this together myself. It's not something that you can buy like this. It's just a Z palette, and it has all my MAC shadows and then one like broken NYX shadow on the bottom. But I don't know, this whole palette is my favorite. I love my MAC eyeshadows. They are super expensive. I buy them in the like the pan form, which is a little bit cheaper than buying them in the actual packaging like this. Plus, I don't like to have a million of these sitting around. It's so much easier to just have them. And then the only other palette I want to mention real quick is the Lorac Pro. Gorgeous, gorgeous palette. You get 16 eyeshadows, 8 mattes, and 8 shimmers. And if you were only going to get one palette, I would get this. This is the best palette on the market right now, in my opinion. And the shadows are like butter. They're so smooth and they go on awesome. I love this palette. Okay, moving on super quickly because my camera's gonna die. Next is eyeliners, and the more budget-friendly ones, I have this NYX liner in the color Jet Black, and this is just a pencil. I love this. I was actually gonna go get another MAC Smolder pencil, but this is just as good and like a million times cheaper. So the MAC Smolder pencil is one of my favorites. Obviously you can see there's like none left, but I think instead of replacing it, I'm just gonna go with this NYX Jet Black pencil because it works just as well. And then liquid liner, I love my NYC eyeliner in the color black. It's perfect for me, it's easy to apply, it's so black, and I just don't have any reason to try another liquid liner because I like this so much. Mascaras, I have 3 drugstore. I love my L'Oreal Double Extend. It's what I have on my lashes now, and it just makes your lashes look so long and full and beautiful. So love the L'Oreal Double Extend. And then higher end, I got this Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme, which this is just a trial size I got in like a glossy box or something. And it's in the color Extreme Black. I really like the brush on this. Like, it's a big, fluffy brush, and I just love the way this mascara makes my lashes look. I don't know why no one ever talks about this, but it's amazing. And then obviously the Benefit They're Real mascara. I mean, I don't even feel like I need to explain why this is incredible. This is just the best mascara. The wand is amazing. It really helps with the application. I don't know, you can't really see because there's a bunch of product on it, but it's like a regular looking wand, and then it kind of has a ball at the end, and it just really helps when you're putting your mascara on. It's the perfect color black, and I don't know, this mascara is just, this is it. Like, this is awesome mascara. The last thing I have is lip products. I don't have any favorite lip liners. I wear them, but not enough to have a favorite. Lipsticks, I have quite a few. More budget friendly, my favorite is this Thalia from NYX. It looks like that. And it's like a darker, neutral, mauve-y kind of color. It's so pretty. And then I have 2 MAC lipsticks. One is a Sheen Supreme, and the color is Bare Again, and it looks like that, and it's just a really pretty nude lip. And I love these Sheen Supreme lipsticks. They're just nice and smooth, and they go on really beautifully. And then another MAC lipstick in the color Cream Cup. This has been a favorite forever, and it always will be. It's just a perfect nude pinky kind of color. And then lastly, for lipsticks, I have these 3 Urban Decay Revolution lipsticks, and they're in the colors Native, which is a nice pink kind of color, and Rapture, which is a little bit darker, and the last one is Liar, and it looks like that. And these lipsticks are gorgeous. They go on like butter. They're so smooth, and these are perfect. Like, Urban Decay really nailed it with these lipsticks. I love these. Shoot. Okay, and then lastly, I just have 3 glosses. This NARS Turkish Delight. It's the perfect like nude pink kind of gloss, and I've had this, I don't know, I've had this for a long time, but I love that. And then these Buxom lip glosses, these were new to me this year. I love every single one of them, all the colors. This is in the color Dolly. I just love that these are like minty on your lips. Like, that's my favorite thing in a lip gloss, is when it's minty. And I love these Buxom ones. It's hard to pick a favorite color. They're all my favorite, I guess. The only downside to this NARS one is that the smell is kind of off-putting. I don't like it. And then this MAC Pro Longwear lip gloss in the color Infinitely Lickable. This is, the only downside to this is it's kind of sticky, but the color payoff in this is awesome. Okay, I know I said I glosses, but I just wanted to mention these real quick.